Welcome, Michael Jackson fans. Today we're going to continue our commentary of Michael Jackson's history tour in Munich with the Jackson 5 medley, I Want You Back, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There. Now, I know you probably know the routine by now, but if you don't, what you want to do is go to my website. The description is underneath the video. Click on the blog post, and then you want to play the history tour video simultaneously with my commentary. And you probably want to turn the history tour down 50% and have my commentary up, and then you will have a commentary along with watching the video itself. So get your Jackson 5 medley lined up just before Michael says, now I'm going to give you the old songs the old-fashioned way, and we will be away. Okay. Now we're going to give you the old songs the old-fashioned way, and we've started. So we kick off with I Want You Back. Now, the first thing you might notice is that it's significantly slower than previous tours, and also it's in a significantly lower key, which slows it down. I always preferred it fast. Dangerous Tour is probably my favourite tempo and key. Bad Tour is very fast. Vocal, he's just started singing. 100% live, which I'm sure you can probably tell. Vocally, pretty poor. Not a great day for Michael's vocals. Musically, 100% live. This is one of the songs where you might see the energy of the crowd increase, because it's 100% live, like Wannabe starting something. Not that many completely 100% live songs in the show. Pretty slow transition. Again, slows it right down. Takes a lot of breaks on this tour. The Dangerous Tour transition was my favourite, with the chest and the drum. Great lighting in this tour for this set. Unfortunately, not great vocals at all. Going through the motions. He's having his fun, smiling. Man, I don't know what is going on with those two back here with the makeup. Great James Brown shuffle here. Michael's competent. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to do it, even when he's relaxed. This part here, sometimes we have horns, sometimes we have more piano. Beginning first leg of the tour, we had a lot more pianos, and second leg we had a lot more horns. I prefer the piano in the first leg. Just more energy to it. So we see the screen come in. Well, the screen wasn't used that much on this tour, but it gives a great reminder of the old days. And now we go into I'll Be There. Musically, one of my favourite versions of I'll Be There. Beautiful strings and beautiful pads. Brad Buxer, the musical director, did a great job. Obviously, vocally, poor. 100% live. This crowd, again, pretty dead. More excitable than the other songs, some of the other songs, but still pretty dead. House lights on. Again, not a lot of dancing, not a lot of moving. Michael seems very emotional in this song. We have the backing singer coming on now. Again, in my opinion, not a great vocal. So that ramp, by the way, is removable from the platform to the stage. A very much polished stage. Michael's history tour staging is literally covered until Michael arrives, and they would rip up the covers just before he comes to the stage. So it's perfectly polished. You can see that there. And the crowd is pretty dead. People are walking around, eating their food. great drums. Pretty dark costume for Michael as well, jacket wise, quite not as interesting, but then he's got the gold. So the song changes tempo, it changes spirit, emotional chords. Again, look at people, hands in pockets, others are having a lot of fun. Backing vocals, 100% live, as you can tell. Odd. We're missing a backing singer from the first leg, and you can really hear it. For me, it just doesn't work. The backing vocals really don't work. And we see this at the end especially. Now the crowd are into it. Look at that. They've got the lights into the crowd on as well. Okay, final note. Final note. I mean, look at the background. That's the magical moment at Motown 25. I mean, if you compare this to this performance, there is no comparison, obviously. I don't know why Michael chose to extend the end of this performance if he wasn't on form vocally. For me, if I'm being honest, I find it boring. It goes on too long. It's just odd. I know this is Michael would do this every show, the crying, but I think it did turn into a caricature. But again, look at the moisture on his hair and the hairspray, by the way. I guess that if you are there, you probably want to see those moments if you haven't seen them before. For me, this is too long. This drags on. So, I mean, maybe I performed these songs from when I was around 10 years old for about 10 years, a few times a week, sometimes several times a night. So maybe I've seen these songs and danced them and performed them too much. So that's why for me, this part of the history tour for me is not the most interesting. Smooth Criminal, You Are Not Alone, and then I usually skip it to Thriller, Billie Jean. But I do appreciate it, and I understand that these are crowd favourites that he has to do. They haven't really been my favourites, haven't really been my favourites in compared to the other songs of the tour, but you have to reach all the demographics. If you grew up during these songs originally, you're going to love these songs. Right, final note. Backing vocals, terrible. For me, I am shocked. Great scream by Michael. Michael should have wrapped this up much sooner. The backing singers can't even hold the note. They have to retake breaths about 3 or 4 times. Michael's brilliant. He carries on. Brilliant spotlight at the end. So, you know what? There's only one Michael Jackson. There is only one Michael Jackson. He's a legend. So, there you go. Not particularly a favourite of mine, but the Jackson 5 medley. By the way, when Michael sings that final note, you can see the Smooth Criminal chair used by the backing dancers just right in front of the stage, white chair. It is soulful. I mean, the ending is soulful, but I don't think it works in a stadium. Again, vocally, it was too weak. So anyway, they're my thoughts on the Jackson 5 medley in Munich. I preferred the first leg of the tour. Much more excitement and quality, if you ask me. Even the addition of the female singer made a big difference for this part. Okay, we continue next week with a classic, Billie Jean. Make sure you check out the website, and see you soon.